and welcome back to another Trains Mod 4 video. Today we're going to be driving the Service 1Z12 from Preston to Blackpool North. This is the second half of the journey which originated from Castleford. We are driving a Class 101 from the Tees Valley line and we are driving a total of 7 carriages. So before we get into this video, please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe with all notifications on, and comment down below your favourite route in Trains Mod 4 as of April 2024. So, let's get started. So first of all, we're going to have to set the control circuit key. That's known as master key now. We are then going to open up the doors. AWS isolation lever is here. So we've just sorted that. We need to switch these to white. Because the Tees Valley line locomotive, which is this one, does not have a destination board for Blackpool North, we are going to change this to special. I found that out in my practice recording. So after Scarborough we have special. Round about here would do. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to come through here and you'll easily see this is a 3-car connected up with two cars. Of course, the destination blinds in the middle do not matter. It's the front and the back of the train that is most likely going to be viewed. So if you see the destination blind on the front and the back of the train saying Scarborough or special, and you know that's where it's going. No one's really going to look in between the train, unless of course they just decide to. Which then all they're going to see is a blank screen. So I'm going to have to change this side to red, as these are the tail lights. It's basically how the old British trains worked. So here you can see it's illuminating red. So we're now going to go back to the other side and get ready for departure. Right. Oh, we're still red. I hadn't realised. So we'll just do the guard buzzer. There we go. As a Class 47 moves into Preston, that's probably a Blackpool North to Manchester Victoria service. And in a few moments we will be ready. Right, it's now cleared. We'll open up the window because we are in May. Well, I've set this to be in May, so... And there we are, we're setting up the camera angles as we are just passing 2 paces, probably one to Ormskirk and the other to Blackpool South. So the reason why I haven't gone gear 1 then gear 2 is because we are climbing a hill when it comes to Preston, and we're coming out this side, the north side of Preston. So if I was climbing on gear 1, I'd quickly find out to change to gear 2 within 20 kilometers per hour. It's just a lot easier to put it into gear 2 then straight to gear 4. Now of course many people might be wondering why I'm not driving a pacer on the Blackpool Branches. Well, as you know, there hasn't been a video on the channel for a full entire week, and that is because that is the amount of time I've spent just to learn how to drive a Class 101. Because beforehand I used to know how to drive one of these, but then I bought other routes, started playing on those other routes, started to learn those different trains, so then when it came back to driving the Class 101 I'd completely forgotten. And as we pass 2 paces over there, one of them being a Creators Club livery, we have a massive sign saying to Blackpool. So we should have special on the back, which we do, and just above is Scarborough. Right, we can bring up the throttle on this. Straight into gear selector 4. And we're pretty much good. In my practice recording, we got as far in kilometres as 113 or 70, which looks to be the max speed before you hit maybe 75? Maybe. We're speeding a little bit, but we won't be for long. But real quick, I do want to get a picture for the thumbnail. Might be doing this a few times, so do be prepared. Yeah, that's a good picture. We could try maybe this angle. That does look nice. So what happens if we cross over to engine 2? Nothing happens. Okay. We have the AWS in. Everything seems to be the way it should be. And we just... hang on a minute. I switched to engine 2 and I started getting 65 plus AP. Yet when I was on engine 1, I was getting plus 35 AP. That is interesting. Wonder if anybody else has noticed that. But that is interesting. So if you want to get maximum AP and you're driving the Class 101 on Blackpool Branches, switch to engine 2. For some odd reason that gives us more points. I'll remember that for next time. Do we have a horn? Yes we do, right in the centre. Wow, interesting. We're probably going to need that a few times on this video today. So, where are we calling at? Kirkham South Junction, it's not a stop. Blackpool North down Main, which is also not a stop. And Blackpool North, platform 4. So in total, we're a straight through service. Let's do fly-by shot, shall we? Marvellous. Well, we seem to be doing really good. We're at 113 now, which is directly 70. So let's see if we can go any faster than this. I pretty much doubt it, because these locomotives were restricted to that speed. And if I remember rightly, these Class 101s ran all the way until the early 2000s. So they had quite a long time in service. Something like 50 years. Really well done. Possibly even longer, I'd imagine. Now obviously you'd think to change the gear to the next one, but we've only got 4 gears. I think that's where they possibly would have maybe built a 5th gear on the more later services like the Pacers and the Sprinters. Because if I remember rightly, I watched a video on YouTube a long time ago, maybe a few months ago, where there was a 150 on this line, the same year that this route is set. So if you're thinking, oh, this 150 just feels right on this route, that's why. Can't remember what it called. I can't remember what it called it though. So passing Solwick. That's a good camera angle. Hang on. If I can just... maybe... Actually, that's a good idea. Try and get it from the plant side of everything. I always like some good pictures. Especially for thumbnails. I'd say that's really good, that. Got Talwick in the distance. Could maybe try it from this fence. You know, as if like a train spotter's looking as it's going by. So we're on lap at the moment, so we're hopefully going to keep the same speed. Wrong way. Apply a small amount of brake so that when we do the crossover, because that's going to change to green, there we go, when we do the crossover we're going to be 48 for the crossover. We'll have to be 48 again as well, so play a little bit more. We're holding at 50, so that's not bad. Put that into lap now because we have a small upwards gradient, so that's going to help with keeping the speed in check, although we might need a little bit of throttle just to keep it where we want it. It's not bad, we're doing pretty good. Right, we don't have to worry about that other 48 now. We'll have a 113, which is 70, once we clear Kirkham. And over there is Kirkham and Wesham. I've got to admit though, the Class 101 has a very nice Mark 1/Mark 2 coaching look. That does sit very well with me on that one. Imagine putting this Class 101 on the modern route, say like Midland Main Line or South Eastern High Speed. Crazy, wouldn't it? But it'd be worth a video. Speaking of which, I will be releasing a post on the channel soon to ask what type of train do you want on type of route, probably. So say for instance if you want the 142 on the West Cornwall local, or the 801 on the East Coast main line. Could do as a video. Could do that as a video actually. Because, you know, just looking for some new material to do. Speaking of new material, we got a W sign. That horn still just sounds a little weird to me. But I suppose it's because I wasn't around when these Class 101s were in passenger service. I open that window as well, because we'd most likely have a second person there as well. Oh, we're at 114. We're not supposed to be on this section. I just realised we can have the throttle on idle now. So we can coast a little bit. Actually, this seems to be coasting really well. Of course it's losing speed just slightly, but it's working. There we are, and a Class 47 is moving by. Yeah, looks very similar to the Mark IIs. Passing by the signal box. Get another picture soon. Probably around about here. Yeah, let's do around about here. Oh, now that is pretty cool. I've got to get that. Maybe just a little bit further up though. There we go. Could probably try like a trackside shot. Oh yeah, that trackside shot's gonna work. Bit like a British rail poster if you've ever seen one. I think you can in like museums and things like that. If you see like old British rail posters, it's kind of like this. So yeah, that's worth a save and upload. That I like that. I hope the rail fans do as well, because there are some rail fans out there that absolutely love this locomotive. And you know, I can't blame them. It looks really nice, especially with the first class seating. And I wonder, are these seats actually quite comfortable? Because I know for a fact that the Pacer bench seats were not. The amount of dust I could absolutely collect on them, unreal. Right, let's put in a bit of brake. 28% there. As we're slowing down for the 80. Maybe a bit of 43 as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to release that completely. Not bad, because we do have a 32 right at the end of Poulton Lafylde. So all I'm hoping for now is that the video does not crash. It shouldn't, because they've made some patches to the performance, if I do believe. I do believe. I'm not sure if it's true though. Obviously we are getting a bit of choppy frames. It's a bit choppy. Not too bad though. Should have maybe put in the brake a little sooner. Why, definitely. Right, we have a crossing. Just checking the gears. There we go. because we do need a little bit more speed now. We seem to be doing good time. That's another pacer going by. Keep that idle just for now as we're passing through Leighton, because really we're not too far away from Blackpool North now. Once we've passed Leighton, Blackpool should just be on the horizon. However, it does take time to load. I see the amber coming up. I'll apply 9% of brake. And I'll release that. So it gets me up to about 24 maybe. Yeah, 24. I think for the most part we're doing pretty good. We're almost at Blackpool. The reason why I said I hope it doesn't crash is because in the past when I've tried making videos from Preston to Blackpool, it always kept crashing. So I'm just really pleased that it hasn't crashed. Because that section there between Leighton and here is where it used to like to crash. But thankfully that hasn't happened today. Everything looks empty up here. I think maybe further down towards Blackpool there'll be a little bit of traction parked in the platforms. Maybe a Class 08 shunter as well. Never know, might see a Gronk. Nope, that's just changed. That's good. At least that. And there's Blackpool just around the corner. I think that's like Central Pier or something. I'm not too sure. I know that's its famous Blackpool Tower, but whereabouts it is, I couldn't tell you. If anybody knows, then let me know in the comment section below. Where is Blackpool Tower? The big sign saying Blackpool North. "300 yards. We have a Gronk parked over there. We do have 2 pacers and a set of coaches with a class 47 at the bottom. Applying 8% of brake pressure now. We've got a good 23% now. We'll get parked right around here. Oh, we crashed into the buffers. That was not supposed to happen. Of course you can tell that wasn't supposed to happen, but never mind. Switch to engine 1. Put these on tail. Put the handbrake on now. Put the gear selector to neutral. Switch the AWS lever off. We can just safely leave the train. I think they all got off. Oh, of course it'll want me to lock the doors, won't it? It's fine. And we've done it. And we have the platinum medal. We were speeding a little bit, so we have been deducted 97.5 AP. We've completed a total of 750 AP worth of objectives. We've travelled 1,225 worth of distance. We've used 1,050 AP worth of safety systems. Our on-time bonus has added 51 and our accuracy bonus is 479, leading to a total of 3,457 AP. So thank you all for watching this video. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 1k. Give us a like and we will see you all in the next video.